I am presenting here a letter. I'm going to present here. To this letter, we are just taking two fictitious characters. One is Ishita and one is Aman. So we are, showing this letter just to understand Doibi and my challenge. So Ishita is writing a letter to Aman, and now I'm asking our participants and even Doibi, like Ishita and Aman, they're friends. So Ishita is writing to her best friend Aman a letter, and the letter is about attending a birthday party which Aman had, but she couldn't come. So now there are some errors in this letter. So could you figure out those errors? तो जो भी participants है मैं उनसे भी पूछना चाहूँगा, इस जो letter है इसमें कुछ error है, कुछ गलतियाँ हैं, तो आपको क्या लगता है? What are the errors in this letter?
Okay,
so I'm mentioning it. Ishita और अमन बहुत अच्छे दोस्त हैं. So yeah, do it.
Okay, very beautiful example, Dhiraj. So let me help our teachers. As they are watching this on mobile phone, so let me help them to understand what is written in this letter. So as Dhiraj said, Ishita is writing a letter to Aman. So she has addressed to Aman. Now she has added subject regarding my absence in your birthday party. So she has added some subject, and now she is writing with due respect. I would like to inform you that I could not attend your birthday party due to heavy fever, and your consideration is highly solicited. Yours sincerely, Ishita Roy. So this is the letter. We don't write subject in a informal letter. Whenever we write a letter to a friend, we do not use subject. We do not mention the subject. So that is a error, definitely. I think, Dhiraj, whenever I think your consideration is highly solicited, this is also something different. We do not usually talk with our friends like this. Exactly. This is very formal conversation. We use this, whenever we write an application to teacher or to principal, we use this kind of language. No need to write subject. Okay, definitely.
Yes. It's the format of an official letter. Yeah, they are friends. No need to write, to Aman. Basically, we can skip the two part also, because many times we write dear Aman, right? So I don't write. I always, whenever I write to my friend, I write dear Aman, dear someone, like whoever. So exactly, the subject part should be omitted. It is generally written in application, in formal letters. So here the challenge which I had, so this is to highlight that challenges, like see the construction, the sentence construction, like with due respect, I'd like to inform you that I couldn't attend your birthday party due to heavy fever. With due respect, generally we don't use these kind of terms, right? So like this, all the entire, it's the amalgamation, it's a mixture, it's a juxtaposition of two types of letters, formal and informal. It's mixed up. So this kind of errors generally happen when we work with children. We get to see this kind of errors because they get confused with the format, and this happens when we teach them the format directly. So rather than teaching the format, we can give them examples, which we are going to witness in the next in the next step. Yes. So my next step is like considering you as student. So there are two letters are here. In both the letters, Ordendo is writing. Okay, so in one letter, the first letter, Ordendo is writing to Shomadip, and in the second letter, he is writing to his teacher. So subject is same, almost same. Ordendo is saying like Somadip, like I couldn't attend your birthday party, and the same thing has been mentioned in the second letter also. Now I'm asking, my question is, how are these two letters different? What are the differences? How can, for example, if you're a student, will your student able to find out the differences in these two letters? तो
Yes.
जोई भी आपके हिसाब से
So,
क्या डिफरेंस है दोनों?
Viraj, definitely. I think this is a very good example to help children to differentiate the language difference, the difference in format, the way of writing, the structure. I think this is a very good example to provide them examples to start to introduce letter writing with some examples. कि मैंने एक informal letter ले लिया कि letter to a friend, and another letter is an application, but the subject is same, the purpose is same. Ardhendu is writing because he had fever, and due to fever he could not attend the school, he could not attend his friend's birthday party. So in this context he is writing the letter to apologizing to his friend and requesting to consider his leave. So I think this is a very good process, and teachers can also follow this process in the classroom. Also, teacher can write these kind of letters on the board. Also, they can display it on the screen, or they can provide printouts also or in written form, and ask children to try to differentiate what are the differences here in the letters, and let children identify the differences, the difference in salutation, the difference in the language used, how the letter, how both the letter, how they have concluded the letter. So all these parts, teacher can help children to identify the difference. I think Sunanda ma'am, she has shared that one is formal letter, another is informal. So definitely, so as we can understand through this example, one is formal letter and another is informal letter, and because we can read it and we can understand what is written in the letter, what we have written to Shaumadip, and what we have written to the principal, written to the teacher. Okay, so we can easily differentiate the language, identify the structure of the letter, so that this will help them. Yes. Yes,
even the choice of words, right?
Yes.
Yeah, hope you are doing well. We are not writing the same thing for ma'am. We are
For
saying with due
teacher.
respect. So choices
Yes.
of words and vocabularies, and students should be given opportunities, to more and more vocabularies. And that's why I was saying at that time, we must introduce a good number of vocabularies to our students